Five, four, three, two, one. Thunderbirds are go.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not drinking.
To John Tracy, who is currently in Thunderbird 1, and he's going to move, and then we're going to solve the actual mission that's there. Now remember, moving is not moving is an action, but solving the rescue would be a second action. So for his first action, he can't really do anything of use, so he's going to move there. But we do want him to roll, because if he rolls for the hood, well, they're not going to roll on this one. Actually, this is the splashdown one. You know, I should put the tokens out for where the rest of them are, because we have one in Asia, one in Europe now, one at the geostationary orbit, and that's the other three that we already had. Okay, so that is his second action, will be to solve this crisis, or this disaster. And it says, spend an action to avert this disaster. So he just did. Anytime Fab 1, Thunderbird 1, and Thunderbird 2 are all in South America, which they all are. Race to Bolivia to prepare for the crash site. We did that, and we're going to get a token, intelligence token for that, and this is now discarded. Okay, and the intelligence token looks like yay. Now remember, intelligence tokens, we can turn them in to rerolls. We don't have to worry about that. So John now has an intelligence token as well. We have a couple of tokens we need to solve the mission. So we took a token, we moved, and we solved it, and that's going to end John Tracy's turn. No, wait. No, yeah, okay, solving a scheme is different. That was a plans, which actually, or sorry, rescue action, which does require one of our actions. Okay, and that's going to be John Tracy's turn. So, unfortunately, guys, here's a problem for me, because I think, and I'm trying to understand, when I read this in the rules, is the way I read it to be, and I do believe it to be true. It says when you advance all disasters if I draw a disaster. So that means all of them moved, even though there's a gap there, because that makes more sense with John's ability to scan and push them back into the empty slots. So we're going to move these two forward. That means I'm one away from actually losing the turn. These ones are going to move forward here, and then we're going to have to draw a new one. And it says the Cham Cham. It is in Europe, air, and it says we need Lady Penelope and Thunderbird 1 plus 2. It will get a bonus if we're in North America with Thunderbird 1. Okay. Well, that goes there. That puts another token in Europe. So we got to get to Europe. Well, I think we're going to head to North America next. Let me see. Can we do the one in North America? No, because we need the laser cutter. Not good, guys. Not good, because we still haven't gotten the right token to solve the USN Sentinel missile strike, which is slowing down one of our ships. So if I don't get rid of or push back, I can push the cards back. I can absolutely do that. Or can I? Can I do it enough? Man, oh man, guys, this is rough. But we do have one space mission. That's the Imposters. Except I need Fab 1 up there. How do you get Fab 1? Oh, it's in North America. It's got to get north. Well, that I can do before. Except John's going now is the problem. Gotta think. Wow, I might be completely hosed already. Could be a really short game, guys. Yeah, that's really bad. Well, so I think I can solve the problem of the ship, the USN missile strike, but I don't know if I can get to solve or push these back quickly enough. I can. Well, no. Man, guys, this is bad news already. I'm not sure how to win this. Let me go back to the board. I was so fixated on taking care of that one, I may have miscalculated and lost the game in the first round. Okay, I didn't realize this would be quite that unforgiving. Anyway, what do we need to do? We need to get But we don't need to get them all to these places. It just gives us a better shot at them. So we do know that we need to get John Tracy into space with Scott, and it gives him a bonus. Fab 1 in North America gives him a bonus, but we're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so for our first action with John, he is going to fly back here, and then we're going to transfer both of these guys to the rocket. Because I need Scott there with me in order to solve this. So we're putting the 3 guys in the rocket. Okay. That was action number 1. Then we're going to move this one up. So we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to transfer. This is a second action. Transfer both of these guys here. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and pull it off. Okay. We're transferring both of them to the space station because that's where... Well, it just says I don't need to transfer him. He just needs to be... He just needs to be present at the geostationary orbit, not actually in there. So I'm going to leave him on the rocket. I don't need, it doesn't matter. They could transfer for free, but he doesn't actually need to be in that space. He just needs to be up there. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we transferred. Now, if I use his ability, the scan ability, it says move a disaster card 1 slot on the disaster track back. So, if I can only move 1 back, and I move this one back, this one's still going to advance if we get another disaster. And I've used 1, 2 actions, so I only have 1 action currently to solve this. Okay. I have no way to grant... So the extra action, the determination, is to take an extra action, but you have to own the token. The only token that John has gives him a reroll. Man, let me think, guys. I'm so torn on this. Okay, so in analyzing this, I'm pretty sure that I screwed up, but that's how this game plays. So I want you to see this, and then what we might do is I might go back and restart, so you get a full full example of the playthrough. My intent was to play this through to the end, but I think we have already lost because I'm going to use John to push this back 1, but this will advance on the next draw, and we're going to be in trouble, which would be right now because that would be the end of his turn. So we're going to draw a disaster card. And this will move the track, and that'll mean we got one in the slot there that we can't get rid of. Oh, wait, what's this do? It's working even better than I dared hope it would. The hood advances. Advance the hood on 1 space. Do not advance the disaster track. Okay, well, we bought a 1-turn reprieve. Okay, and that means, though, way up here, the hood's going to advance 1 more. You notice he's got 1 more slot before another event comes out, and only 3 more moves before we lose the game to the disaster his scheme that's up there. So let's continue on with Penelope's turn. Okay, this is our only hope of survival here. So Penelope's actually going to move to here in Fab 1 and then transfer herself for free. So that's one of her actions. Transfer herself to here, and then for a second action, move to North America, where we're going to attempt this without the laser cutter. She needs an 8. She gets a +2. She has intelligence, which will allow her to re-roll. That's this. But that was also going to be part of our scheme. But let's go. So for third action, she's going to attempt to knock this out. Okay, so we're going to try and knock out 30 minutes after noon. We need an 8 on the 2d6, but we have Thunderbird 1 in play there, so we're going to use Thunderbird 1, at least I hope, to knock this out. That's going to give us a +2 to the roll, so we need a 6 or better. Come on, baby. A 6. I got to double check and make sure it's not better than a 6 or a 6 or better, but I think it's a 6 or better, but that's a 4 if you didn't notice. Anyway, let me check that real quick. Okay, it's equal to or greater than, so we lucked out. We get to conquer this, which is going to not only give us at least a 1-turn reprieve, 1 or 2-turn reprieve, because we got to knock that one out then. we also get another token of our choice. And I think, heck, we can defeat a scheme and get a fab card. I think the token we're going to take is one of these teamwork ones. So Penelope has that. Fortunately, that was her third action, right? Yes, so she moved to here, 1, got out of her vehicle into the other vehicle, which is free, moved to here for 2, and then took out that one for 3. So that was her 3 actions. And we do have the tokens that we need to solve the Skywire. Now she can do that right now, as long as everybody's willing to pitch in their tokens. So let's take a look at that. So here we have the wire, our first scheme. See, we do have somebody in Geo. Wait, I think they have to be there to do that. So I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. Might have to wait till the other turn. Let me think. Let me check that. Yeah, we can't defeat this yet. We need to get those tokens up. Everybody with the tokens need to expend them needs to be at the geostationary orbit. So we can't quite do that yet, but we did get to defeat that. So that's the end of her turn, though, isn't it? So okay, that's the end of her turn, guys. So we're going to have to continue on with Gordon. So that means that we are going to be drawing another thing and moving these down. There are 2 of those. Maybe we're not going to get that lucky. Ricochet, another geostationary orbit, says Scott and Alan. Unbelievably, Scott and Alan are in that space. In space there. That is phenomenal. And we're going to get a +2 token one of these. That is pretty good. Okay, well, so, but that means boom, 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 and boom. So we got to start knocking these back and down somehow. This is awful. I am losing quickly. This is a much harder game than I thought it would be. This is the easy version. Oh my lord. Okay, but that was Penelope's turn. Now we're going to move on to Gordon. Actually, before we end her turn, she's going to swap this token out with her ability. Since we can't defeat that scheme quite yet anyway, with a technology token, and then she's going to spend the technology token, boom, to do away with the UN missiles, the USN Sentinel missile strike, and get our speed on Thunderbird 2 back up to where it belongs. So I'm going to say that event is done, and we have solved it. Now we'll move on to Gordon's turn. I see that this game takes tremendous teamwork and probably the brain power of more than one person. Okay, so we need to get to this. We need to get this one done, and the only one that can really do it right now is Gordon. So we need to get him to Africa. Luckily, since he is in Thunderbird 2, he can get there. So he's going to first move. Now he's keeping his sub with him. He's going to move here for 1, and then he's going to wrap around to Africa for 2. That was 1 action. Okay, for his next action, he's going to try and take this one down. Let me think on that. I'm going to see if he's only going to get a +2 and he needs 8, so we're back to needing a 6. He's got no rerolls, but he does have a determination token, which could give him an extra action to try again. Man, let's see if we can save our bacon here, huh? The backup. We need a 6 again on these dice. We don't need rerolls, but he can take an extra action. This will be his second action. Frickin' frack. Okay, well, that was not a good roll. So we roll the 3, and now we have to advance the hood one more time and draw our next event. What is this? Let's back up and take a look. Explosion on Tracy Island. Put 1 pod vehicle from Tracy Island, if there is one available, back into Brain's notebook. That's not so terrible. That's not so terrible. The only one there was the mole. So as you can see, we had an explosion that blew up the mole. That's where that goes. Now he's going to spend his 3rd action now to try and do that again. Now remember, he needs 6. Come on, Gordon. There we go. A 9. Perfect. He succeeded, and that means that he has succeeded at this. He has helped the explorers escape from the pyramids of Chemonides in the Sahara Desert. He gets to take a token of his choice. So this disaster is defeated, and I think he will take... he's going to take a a teamwork token, one of these, so that we can get a bonus on our rolls. Because I didn't realize how quickly we had to get through these disasters. Because we're gonna have another one come out right now. We're one away from losing each turn at this point, and that is going to then. So wait, he still has. That was his third action. He still has this token. Yeah. Gotta think. Okay, he is going to use his determination token so that we got to make some quick moves here. So here's what he's going to do with that. He's going to shoot across again. Well, where does he need to take? Yeah, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and as a free action, he's going to swap this out with Fab 1. And the next turn, I'll be able to rocket Fab 1 to where Penelope is, and I need to get her to Europe. Or first North America. Right now, we can handle, well, someone's got to be in Europe. Lady Penelope, so if I get her to Europe, I can, in Thunderbird 1, I can tackle 2 different ones while I'm there. Okay, well, that was Gordon Tracy's turn. Now we got to draw his disaster card. Well, like I said, this is much harder than I thought it was going to be. So we're moving all of these up. You have to try and really take some of these down. I didn't realize how quickly you had to start tackling these. Bound for Venus. These are 2 space missions in a row. That's interesting. We need John and Alan in. Okay, this one won't be too hard for us to get to. In the Venus space, which is right next to where we're at. We can take that one down pretty easily as well. And that was Gordon's turn. So now we are back around to John. So, God, I need to leave John. Hold on, let me think. We can solve this one on John's turn because he is there in the space, and so are Scott and Alan. So I think for his first action, yeah, for his first action, we're going to attempt to do this. It just says that they have to be in the geostationary orbit, and they are. All 3 of them are. John is there, and Scott and Alan are all there. So his first action for John is going to be to take that down. It's got a 9, but we're going to take off 4 for that, and then he's going to use a spacewalk card to add 3 to any space rescue, which is going to bring that down to a, because we got to get rid of this badly. So that's a 9, 8, it's a 6, 4, so that's only a 2. Wait, well, right now, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. We need a 5. I think he'll keep that for the Venus mission, maybe. Because he's not... You know, well, anyway. Yeah, let's keep that. We also have the Imposter mission. Which... Scott... We're going to tackle both of these. So we're going to get rid of this one. Boom. Okay. Let's go roll for that. We need a 5. Now remember, one of John's abilities is to ignore the hood on the dice. 2, he's got a intelligence which will give a reroll. Okay, he's going to use it. He's got no choice. We've got to take this down. Okay, but at least he gets to ignore those. Okay, 9. He did take that out. So the Ricochet one has been completed. It says rescue Ricochet and Looming from the rogue KLA satellite as it hurtles back to Earth. Okay, so we solved this. That's going to give us 2 things. It's going to give us a teamwork token, boom, and a construction token. Okay, which we do not need for our mission. But that gave us a gap. So let me show you what he's going to do next. Next up, he's going to scan, which is going to allow us to push all of these back. 1. Turn dedicated to clearing our board so we don't lose, even though we're very close to losing the entire thing if we can't get the Skywire done. And then, for his third action, he's going to take on the Imposter as well, which is this one, because it'll get him very close to having enough tokens to solve the mission, the scheme. He will have Scott in geostationary orbit, but not have the Fab in North America, so it's a 9, it's a 7. He's going to do that, but then he's going to also use his spacewalk to bring it down to a 4. So he'll use that card. So all he needs is a 4 at this point, and he can do it. A 4 exactly. Woo, man, the other one was a would have advanced the hood, but because of his ability, it does not. Ignore the result of hood for each rescue roll. So this goes away, but he also solved this. Too bad he doesn't get a... Oh, he gets +2 to space rescues, so this was even better. He only needed a 2. Maybe I should have... Yeah, well, I don't know. Would he have made that other one with the 9? No, I don't think so, because I think I only rolled a 2. Okay, so he solved this. That means he's going to get a logistics token. Boom. So he's got 4 tokens. He'll have 4 tokens at the end of this, and a determination token. Boom. And that means that this one is gone too. So we have done a lot of damage this turn. Okay, we're going to finish Penelope and Gordon's turns, and then we're going to end this session because this is getting to be a bit of a long one. Okay, so next up we have to draw the Gordon's... wait, was that all his actions? This is... I'm going to have to do something to keep track of their actions. Yes, it was. So he scanned, or he took on him a... He did a rescue. He scanned and he did a rescue. Those were his 3 missions. He's keeping his token because he only needs a... all he needs is... And we got that Venus mission, which is going to help him do this. He only needs a intelligence token to defeat the Skywire. So... let's hope he gets that. Now, we're going to move on to Lady Penelope. Oh, wait, but first, we do have to do the dirty deed of putting out another mission, or another disaster in progress. It is Oswan Rising. It's going to be in Africa. Spend an action to avert this disaster anytime Fab 1 and Thunderbird 4 are in Africa. Well, that's tough. Okay, don't have to roll for it, but we just have to get those vehicles there. And that's going to be interesting. We can, in fact, do that rather quickly on Gordon's turn. I'll show you how. But for now, we're going to take Penelope's actions, and she's got to get to Europe. So for her first action, she is in Thunderbird 1, which can move 3 like the rocket. So it's going to go. Oh wait, we can take this out, right? We've done this. Wait, North America. Let me just check. Yes, so we've done this one and these ones. Boom. We do have the one on Venus. I got to make sure to keep marking these so we know where they're at. She's got to get to Europe. So she is going to go 1, 2 to Europe. That was action number 1. Action number 2 is going to be to take on this card. It's a 7, Cham Cham, but she's in Thunderbird 1 and it happens to be, oh, it's not in North America, so she's only going to get the +2 there. She does, however, have a +2 token. Let's see, add this to your dice total roll so she can spend that after. I think she's just going to roll for it. She does have her teamwork or whatever, teamwork token. And she's going to get +2. Okay. Well, there you have it. She's going to do that. Okay, come on, Lady Penelope. We need a 5. A 5 exactly. Well, we can get lucky on that. So that is going to take out this disaster, the Fam Fam. Says, now I didn't get this bonus, even though she's in that rocket, because it had to be in North America. But if I left it in North America, she couldn't have gotten to Europe. We defeated it anyway, which is going to give her an intelligence token. So she's got now a +2 teamwork and an intelligence token. That one is defeated. And then she's also going to take down, that was her second action. So I'm going to get rid of this token on the board for her. The third action is going to be to take on another one. She is going to do the Perils of Penelope. Failed Dr. Godbear's evil plan to steal the secret of Hodge and Warrender's new rocket fuel. Okay, so she needs to roll 7. She's in Europe, and she is there. That gives her a +2, and she's going to get that as a reward. So she has, right now, she needs to roll 5 again or better. Come on, Penelope. 6. Perfect, we did it. That gives her another determination. Yep, another determination token. So boom. She has now got 3 good tokens on her. That's awesome. Remember, she has the ability to exchange them too. And once per turn, she can spend an action to draw a intelligence token, but she doesn't need to. And that was all 3 of her actions regardless. So that was Penelope's turn. Now we got to draw her card. I just did not get the urgency and the franticness of trying to get these resolved. So all of these are going to move up. We're going to draw another card. Target Tiger 1. says, prevent the WAF Wombat being hijacked in the Arctic Circle by the Svalbard gang. Okay, Svalbard. They're Slavic or Icelandic. Okay, it's going to be in the North Pacific, specifically. It's an air rescue. We need Alan and the Fab 1 to be in Asia for this one. At least to optimize. Okay. That is Penelope's turn. Now we're going to move to Gordon. So Gordon's going to have a pretty weak turn, actually. For his first action, he's going to move 3. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and drop off Fab 1 right there. Then he's going to continue and go, for a second action, go 1, 2, 3, and pick up Thunderbird 4. Okay. He won't be able to solve this till next turn, but that's okay. And then for his last action, he's going to turn around and go 1, 2, 3, and drop off Thunderbird 4 in Africa. Now he's got both of them in there, and that is going to solve the Aswan Rising task when he can do it. So boom, there you go. That is going to be the end of his turn, though, so not a very good turn for him, just some shuttling missions, and that's going to advance our track some more. Man, this was a bad one to come out early on, because you got to build these things to get rid of this, and I just haven't had the time and resources to do it. So this is going to move up to a 6 again. We're almost out of luck with that one again. We're going to have to push it way back next turn, and then we're going to draw another one. Okay, well, actually, these are all going back. This isn't the worst thing that could happen, except that it's another Advance the Hood card. So the problem with that is that we are 1 away from losing the game again. Woof, I tell you. Alright, well, that's going to end our session for today. That was a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a lot tougher than I thought. If I made any mistakes, let me know. It's my first full play of it, and it's cool. I like it. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because I was playing the easy one. I thought, oh, this would be a piece of cake. Not so much. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.